everybody. Welcome back to another Wednesday night Heroes and Hooligans Definitely Not Disney campaign. Last week, our faithful chosen ones met a couple of new companions who were sleeping for a long time too. Sucks to suck, but naps are good. And they went home and decided they were going to read a book and learn their lesson from the first book, and they ended up somewhere. So let's talk about it, guys. Take it away.
Jeez, not again.
Again? This happened to you before.
Yeah, it's...
You get used to it.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Last time we went and there were like all these people and they're like on drugs and we're getting murdered by golfers, or well, almost murdered. You know, like attempted murder.
Gophers.
Yeah.
Did you say golfers or gophers?
Like she said, golfers. Golfers.
Gophers, like the little like rats, but like not rats.
Oh, okay. Jack's just gonna look around at where we are.
Tell you, I don't want to do that again.
Give me a perception check, Jack.
That's cool. 6.
Well, 6 tells you you're surrounded by trees.
I've seen trees before. Wow. Well, you all are the experts when you get sucked into books regularly, I guess. What normally happens other than trees?
We take some drugs, and then we like save the world. It's actually pretty sweet when you think about it.
Okay.
Minus the almost dying. But that shouldn't happen this time. I feel like we're pretty prepared now. Right, guys?
Yes. I won't let any of us die.
Well, we're a little more prepared in that it's definitely happened before.
Yeah.
But I have no idea where we are.
Yeah. Can I roll a quick vibe check?
You can check for all the immaculate vibes, yes.
What would that be, you think? What do we roll as vibe check? Perception?
Sure. I'm going to perceive the vibe.
10.
You're doing great.
It's a vibe. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's a vibe.
Well,
Diagnosis, vibes.
Vibes.
you get the vibe that you're surrounded by trees, but you know a little bit more about the trees, as you can tell that they're not the same kind of trees that you saw in the 100-acre wood, where you were finding like oak trees and elm trees and that kind of foresty shit. But in this place where you are, you're finding pine trees.
Huh.
And you hear a dog barking in the distance.
Weird.
So, good vibes then.
I do have Topsy, my familiar summoned. Can I have him fly up and maybe get a better view?
Sure, you can.
Sweet. I'll do that. This little... right, so the little sprite flies up and tries to get a look around. And he has a +3, so that's 14
Okay.
for him.
Okay, so you talk to Topsy, and he does a little jingle jangle and flies up through the trees to kind of look around. And you recognize Topsy's body language fairly easily, and you see him kind of get a little excited and like flap his wings really fast, dropping an overly copious amount of fairy dust in his amounts of excitement. And then he flies back down and tells you he sees a large castle and the gates to the castle not too far from the tree line.
Oh. Well, he says he sees a castle. I guess towards the edge of the tree line. Maybe we should head that way. Maybe there's someone here that knows what's going on.
Yeah, that sounds good. Good for me. And Philly has this like overwhelming realization that because it's happened again, she's wondering if she has any alcohol with her. Did she learn her lesson? Did she pocket a couple of nips, or are we running dry again?
Well, the last time that I was operating in Philly's brain, I thought it was pretty clearly established to myself that I was going to always make sure to pack rations. And by rations, I don't mean food. I mean liquid pork chop. But that's only when I was operating in Philly's brain. What about when you're operating in Philly's brain?
If you take a look at this character, she has several bottles of liquor around her. So I feel like she at least carries... at least a couple drinks in her pocket at all times, but I could roll like a D4.
Sure.
Philly.
We'll say
Philly.
on an even, you got it. On an odd, you don't.
Oh, God. I was hoping it's 1 through 4. How many I had. I don't know how to do this. Okay.
You were pretty hungover when you woke up.
What was it? Even, odd? What did I want?
Yeah, even. You want evens.
Ah, fuck. Oh, God, guys. Not again. We got to get to that castle quick. Rich people tend to have liquor.
Philly, was that barking the hair of the dog?
Oh, God. Oh, God. It could be. I'm so scared now. I can't do this again. Let's get to the castle while I have the energy.
Side effects may include headache, nausea, shaking, the shakes, jonesing, diagnosis, withdrawal.
Okay. I think I have at least 24 hours because I drank enough for 6 people last night. But I think that's about it.
Are you gonna be all right?
Last time I started losing it a bit. And I fear it could happen again. So let's head to the castle, and hopefully I can stock up. We can see what's going on here.
All right, head that way.
Okay. So, as you kind of come to your feet around the tree that you crash landed under, you see that the tree line isn't too far off, but it is pretty dark under the trees. So if you don't have dark vision, you're going to struggle to see. It's about 40 feet from where you're at is the tree line.
Oh, guys, it's pretty dark for me. Someone want to hold my hand? No? Okay. All right.
Here, Topsy can sit on your shoulder.
Okay. All right.
This little tiny, like, fairy creature just comes and chills on your shoulder.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So you head towards the tree line where Topsy told you they saw a large castle and some gates. And it's very dark once you get to the tree line still, but you can see some torches and things burning around this very large entrance to the castle. And Temper, when you approach this castle wall, you recognize it immediately.
Hello.
A guard shouts down from the top, "Oh, hello, Temper. Long time no see. Come on in." And the large gates swing wide open.
Hello. These are my friends.
Oh, thank
We
God.
are here. Hello.
Oh, you know this place.
Of course. This guard is named Hank. This guard is named Fred. This is Steve. Hello, Steve. These are my friends. This is Philly and Jack and May and Merrick and Ollie. He's asleep.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm surprised you didn't come with your father, Temper. He's already inside. You should go on in.
Yes. Thank you, Steve.
Anything for you, my little cotton candy golem buddy?
How's it hanging, Hank?
Slightly to the left, but still hanging. Good to see you, Temper.
Ha, 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 ha. Good one, Hank.
All right, dude. Let's go inside.
All right.
You guys are gonna love his dad.
So
you've
go ahead.
met his dad then?
Right, Temper?
Yes. Of course.
Yep.
All right.
We met him.
Leave, guy.
It's dark, like I said, when you come out, but the paths through the several closed markets as you come in through the gates, and you see a lot of buildings and things. They look to be like military style barracks, and you see a large library, and you see like a whole market square area, a temple if you're a cleric and need to go do cleric things, and just some other buildings. And then at the very, very back of these huge stone walls, you see the large castle sort of looming over everything. And you see flying everywhere a banner, pennant-shaped banners, things like that. And they all are red with a white trim, and they have two hands cupping a sun on them.
Great, there's more of them.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Phil's gonna take just a quick glance around, looking for sweet relief.
There is a tavern.
You guys, why don't we let's go over there. She points to the tavern.
All right. Is that where his dad is?
What do you think, Tepper?
Will that calm your shakes, Philly?
I'm not quite shaking yet. I'm just like in preparation. I just need a to-go box and we're good.
That's thinking ahead.
Just a quick to-go box. Real quick. Just like one of those cases with 9 to 12, and we'll be good. I'll be good.
So you want to hit the tavern before you hit the castle itself? Is that what you're telling me, Billy?
That's what Philly wants to do. It's not necessarily what everyone else wants to do. What do you think?
Sure, if it'll make you feel better, then let's head there first.
Yeah, real quick, guys. Real quick. And she bolts in and orders a 6-pack.
When you get up to the tavern, Philly, you recognize the sign, and it says Creaky Puppet 2.0. And when you run in,
Creaky Puppet.
you
Creaky Puppet.
Yep, you recognize the drink menu as soon as you get in there. And what kind of 6-pack do you want, bud? What are we drinking today?
What's the strongest thing you got?
You really want to go that route?
Oh no.
Oh God. Philly isn't. I don't think Philly has as much money as would be required, as I recall. How much money do I got? How much is the strongest thing?
The strongest thing is half priced here at the Creaky Puppet 2.0. It is only 333 Electrum.
One dark and stormy for Philly. please.
Philly holds her 25 gold and says help.
Dark and stormy.
You want a dark and stormy? All right. That'll be 7 gold, 5 silver.
Okay. Thank you.
And are you taking it to go?
Yeah, I'm taking it to go.
Pours you a dark and stormy and a growler and waves you off. Takes your money. Says thank you for stopping. Thank you, come again, he says. Have a good day.
All right, great. Thank you guys. Thank you. And she's just gonna pocket it for now.
So you leave the Creaky Puppet 2.0 and you head towards the giant castle. There. And you approach the castle and you see 2 more guards standing outside. And they also are very elated. Temper, we haven't seen you in so long. How are you?
Hello, Michael. Hello, Gabriel. How are you?
We're doing great. Last time you saw us, we were just little lads. Look, we got our badges. And they show you excitedly their little badges that hang on their cloaks.
Hello. I am so proud. Diagnosis, success.
You're so sweet, man. We're so happy to see you. You know, your dad's inside, right?
Yes. That's where we're going. These are my
Have fun.
friends.
Nice to meet you, friends.
Why does everyone know you?
And why are they so happy about it?
Everybody likes Temper.
Yeah, honestly, it's really it's not shocking once you get to know Temper that this is where he comes from. I feel like this just fits. Makes sense.
I can
But-
heal broken bones and broken skin.
But not
But
broken-
not broken hearts.
Broken hearts, yeah.
You said that earlier.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Um,
not yet.
All right. Well, lead on.
So you step through the doors of the castle and you come into this little courtyard, some flowers and trees and fancy shit out there, statues. A particularly interesting statue of a large dragon who has no head. And you come into the castle and you immediately see bright blue tiling, completely different color scheme than what you're used to when it comes to the hand. Very elegant, very well decorated. 3 thrones sitting in front of you at the back, and a woman sitting in the center throne.
Whoa. This is some nice tile. I feel like I should have wiped my hooves before coming in here. Who are these people? Hi. Hello.
Hello.
You hear a familiar voice from behind you as you say hello, and who are you? Familiar voice from behind you. Yes, it's very familiar. So familiar that it sounds, it's like a dog whistle to your ears where only you can hear it. That's how familiar it is.
You see, friends,
Hello.
Hello, Father.
Temper, it's very good to see you again.
These are my friends. You've met Philly and Merrick. These are my new friends, Harris and Jack.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I am Theo. Most for the longest time have known me by Alexander. Just Theo is fine.
Hey, Theo. Nice place you got here.
Oh, yeah. This is the castle that is home to us, the Hand.
So this is my house?
Essentially.
Sweet.
There's rooms for everybody.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So I thought the other place was your home or whatever.
The other location is more of a hideout.
Fair enough.
So why would you start strangers in the hideout, which is by definition more private than
That
a
does
home?
seem, yes.
Yes,
Well,
that is
you
true.
see, darlings, the woman leaves the throne, and you didn't catch her leaving the throne as you were talking to Theo, and she approaches you, holding a baby dragon's egg and petting it. A little baby head poked out of it, and she pets it, and she said, "You see, darlings, why would we bring you to the place that we trust the most rather than the hideout if we weren't sure if we could trust you at all?"
So you're saying you trust us?
I was going to say the same thing, actually.
That's pretty sick.
I would say you have proven yourselves fairly worthy, and you recognize this woman, Philly. I'm sure you're drooling.
Hey, hello. It's nice. Nice. Hi. Hello. Temper?
Yes, Philly?
Say something.
Hello. Keep it in your pants, Philly.
You were the one that spoke to us in that room, right?
Yes, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Lysanthir Inahana, and I am the leader of the Hand.
Yeah, I think you said that before. Well, I guess if we're here, that means you trust us, even though you've known us for 5 seconds, but...
And yet we know nothing of you.
Yeah.
You will learn all that you need to know in time.
I love that attitude that you seem to have.
Yeah.
Well, fine. If we're here now, then why? Why do you have us here then?
Your official induction into the Hand, of course.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Friends, you can trust them. We are the Hand. We are here to help. I've been sent to help you. I am here for you.
Who says I even want to be a part of this hand? I don't even know what it is.
It's like a club.
Oh, if you were overly downplaying it, then yes, you could call us a club. And she has this air of shock across her face, and the tone is like the audacity of this satyr in my throne room to call us a club.
So how would you describe it then?
Only the
It's
most
like-
official order of the best that there ever could be in all of the lands. That is exactly how I would describe the order
Like-
of the hand.
An exclusive group of people with like a single-minded goal.
Or a particular set of skills.
Yeah.
More of an organization than a club. There's no fees to get in. Well, essentially no fees to get in. And she winks at you.
Still answers nothing.
Be more specific, dear.
I've been in clubs or organizations, well, if you could call it that, before, and it didn't go very well for me, so I'm not sure about this.
What is the goal of the hand?
Did you have a party healthcare companion?
Something of the sort.
Yeah. I one time had a group meeting club thing. I don't really go there anymore. But yeah, this is a little different.
All right. Because I
Theo,
literally
you're
don't
going-
know how to go home, I'm going to trust you for now.
Theo, you were going to say something, dear.
Oh, I was just going to answer kind of the question a little more of who we actually are. Yes, we are an organization, but we are also one of the first and last lines of defense against those that seek to corrupt the worlds, as you have come to have seen.
Well, some of you have seen. A couple of you are still a little green under the gills, I believe they call it. Where you're from, May?
Corrupt
Eris?
the worlds?
What do you mean?
Well, that would have to get into the history of the hand.
And you
I
don't
can
want
read it to you
do that?
around the fire if you would like. Would you like a children's story? Come, sit. And she walks off.
Philly follows.
All right.
She saunters off if Philly's following directly.
She quickly follows. Quick within probably 6 inches.
That's very, very close.
Very
That's
close.
Very close.
Very
You
close.
might get smacked by a tail as you walk that close.
Just fine.
Theo walks behind the group.
Eris turns on her heel, crosses her arms over her chest, and with a heavy sigh and an eye roll, follows suit.
Jack's gonna follow too, and she's just gonna have Topsy come and just sit on top of her head and just kind of give a look to him, but follow.
Don't worry, Eris and Jack. My father was a blacksmith. He served the heroes of this kingdom. Adventuring is a dangerous business. He would fix their broken weapons and broken armor while I applied first aid. I can heal broken bones and broken skin. My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps, and maybe someday I will retire by the forge. But for now, I want to go where the heroes find their adventures. And you are my friends.
Well said, Temper. Well said.
She lounges back very lazily in her chair. It's the center throne on the pedestal. And she hangs one leg over the edge, and she sets the little dragon egg in her lap and pets her little dragon on the head. And she says, well, you do have all of this in your handbook, but I suppose I'll start from, I don't know, the beginning. A long time ago, the world was sequestered in darkness, much like it is now, and we had to figure out a way to stop it. And my friends and I, Theo included, and she gives a respectful nod, came together to fix it. Deep in the caverns of the hand, far under the city surrounding the creaky puppet, there's a hidden cave. Unlike the rest of the caves in this underground city, this cave is hidden to all but the select few members of the faction. Few even know of its existence, and even fewer know where to pretend to look for it. The cave was the first of the caves under the creaky puppet, a reaction to the intense increase of magic from a battle of dark and light. The cave remained hidden to those above ground for the longest time, waiting for the right person to share its magic with. Geppetto had his tavern and his fair share of magic at his disposal, and while he had been to the cave, he had made the decision to leave his power for another use. And so it was, the cave remained quiet and hidden for a long time. Until me, Lysander, and Ahana made the decision to defect from my family of rogues and turn to Geppetto's side. Geppetto saw something in me that he did not see in many others and took me under his wing. He saw a spark that matched that of the cave, and so he asked one thing of me in return: to take the chance and rebuild from the ashes of what once was evil and dark and create something, if not good, then at least useful. Then he waited for the cave to find me. Me, a tiefling, being used to the dark, started seeking a place to build the new faction, and it didn't take long for the cave to appear for me. When I approached the cave, a young wizard appeared at the entrance and held up his staff to stop me and my party. Most of the party pulled weapons and readied spells, but I simply took a step forward and bent my head in respect to the wizard. It was then that the man stood up straight with a light in his eyes and beckoned me forward. When I came forward, he motioned to me with his hand and placed a small stone in my palm. The stone pulsed with magic and then began to glow until the light became blinding. When the light had receded, the stone had changed, and on its surface glowed a rune. The wizard revealed himself to be Merlin, guardian of the cave. He explained to me that he had watched over this cave, protecting it until he was able to find someone to help him expand and explore. Then, he led me and my party into the cave, and we found ourselves awestruck with the beauty and the magic that it held. As we stared, we tried to fathom the magic before us. The wizard Merlin went on to explain the magic that the cave held, as well as the stone in my hand. Hewn from the walls of the cave, the stone was to be a test and a marker for those worthy of being part of the faction I will build. Upon seeing the look on my face, he also explained that he and the caves had been waiting for us to arrive, for the cavern was alive with magic and knew many things. I accepted the offer of the wizard Merlin, and I was granted the power to expand and build the underground city and to keep my word to Geppetto. Together, me and the wizard joined forces and expanded to grow the new faction, thus born the Hand. And so it was that the underground city of the Hand began. The single cave expanded, opening into a labyrinth of caves and tunnels, and they stood in the middle of the cavern. In time, the original cave disappeared, hidden to all, for the power it held was too strong for most people to handle without abusing it. The cave's location became rumors, which faded into tales and then myth. Most who hear of it now dismiss it, as how would such a cave of wonders exist in a clan of rogues and pirates? But the leader of the factions are drawn to its location, knowing that they used the advantage of the faction. They shared its location with very few people in order to help collect and distribute the runestones. And you can learn about the runestones on another day. Does that answer your questions? She rolls her eyes sarcastically, as if you should have gotten this in your orientation packet and read it your own selves.
It's kind of hard to read a book when all the other books are eating you.
Yeah, we got eaten by a book before we could read it, so...
Oh, did you like that? Did you like that little trick? I thought it was great. See, I knew your curiosity would pique and that Jack and Eris, just waking up, would of course want to try to figure out how to go home. So after we filled your library, I may have enchanted some of the books to bring you here. Depending on which one you read, all of them would have brought you here. And she chuckles.
Naturally.
and it biting me was just for fun?
Biting you? I didn't bite you.
The book did?
Oh, well, sometimes that happens.
Oh, lovely.
So what I'm hearing is you're Merlin's army.
No, honey. What you're hearing is that Merlin led us to the place to build our army.
Same thing.
That would indicate I would have to work for somebody, and I only work for myself.
I've gathered that. All right. Well, then, now that we're here, I assume you decide when we leave, so what do you need us to do?
Well, you'll have your initiation ritual this next morning, and we'll have a banquet, and Theo has made some things for you upon your completion of the initiation ritual. However, the thing about the ritual is we're missing one component, and we need you to go get it.
What would that be?
Oh, the blood
Billy's
of the
just
heartless.
open mouth nodding.
The
Yeah.
blood of the what now?
Okay.
The blood of the
yeah.
heartless.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
The heartless, the darkness, the creatures of the dark, which we seek to destroy. You know, evil
Yeah.
things terrorizing all of the lands. You've come
Yeah.
across them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sure.
Are you all right, Philly? You have a little drool
Mhm.
running down your cheek.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She pulls
Yep.
a black handkerchief from her pocket, and it has a monogrammed L on it with bright red thread. And she hands it to you so you can wipe the drool off your face.
She wipes the drool and then goes and then hands it back.
It's
Nothing creepy about that.
Not at all.
Lysander just kind of looks at you and just, you know what? You can keep that.
Oh, thanks.
It smells heavily of cloves and cinnamon as well.
Great. Great. She stuffs it in her bra.
Shameless you are.
I don't have pants. It's easier.
Well.
Well, yeah. So, anyway, she kind of shakes her head a little bit and it tries to comprehend. Yes. And she says, well, you can go hunt Heartless tonight, or you can wait until tomorrow. It's totally up to you. But you need to have the blood for the ritual.
Tonight.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Followed by a celebratory drink, right?
Of
Right?
course.
So long
With
as
you?
successful.
With me.
Yeah.
She kind of just looks at Theo like, help, and then looks back and says, with me, are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Let's go get the Heartless. Yeah, let's
You
go.
know, actually, I don't think I can have a drink. I will admit one of my faults to you. For a long time, I drank 3 fingers of Jameson neat religiously, and I'm kind of going through this program and I'm in like my 8th step right now, and I gave up on the drinking, but I totally support you going out after your adventures.
That's always a good way to raise morale.
Yeah. Philly's silent and just nodding.
Philly,
I mean-
I think the audience is rooting for you to get a girlfriend or something, and they're giving you inspiration because they think you might need it later.
I'm not sure if it's for me to get inspiration or just to survive the heavy drinking I will be doing post protection.
You got an inspiration, so go ahead and add it to your sheet.
Well, Queenie, you could just join us. You don't necessarily have to drink.
I'm very busy. I have a lot of things, paperwork, filing, all of that kind of stuff. It's a very tedious process going through the new induction ceremonies, you know?
Yeah, no pressure. But we'll see you in the morning, though. First thing.
You'll see me at the ritual when it's time.
Cool.
She pets her little dragon, and when she pets her little dragon, he kind of like nips at the air. Oh, yeah, and he's hungry. I really should be going. Theo, you got this? I'm sure you got this. And she like quickly gets up and exits page left.
Sorry, I
Yes,
was rooting for you. I was trying.
Interesting one, Lysanther is, but she knows where her head is.
It's on my shoulders, she calls back before rounding the corner.
Thanks.
If you say so.
That was
Philly,
funny.
she's gone. You don't have to keep laughing.
I thought it was okay.
Anyway, so as Lysanther had said, you have your ritual to prepare for, as well as I have these pendants to bestow upon you. I find these will see their use, and I feel as though they might feel nostalgic for you. And Theo will walk up to Phyllis. This was helped. I had a friend help me craft this one. Should feel a little bit at home for you, knowing who it was, as he pulls from one of his pouches a kind of a little black box, and opens it up and moves it to the side as you see it kind of floating as he picks up the first pendant, and it is of a gold thunderbolt, and places it around Phyllis's neck.
Whoa! Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Wow. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Zeus had a hand in crafting this.
Wow. A little tear falls out of Philly's eye. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And he moves on next to Merrick. Merrick, yours was an interesting one because I did not have a lot of knowledge of your home.
I know the feeling.
But I think this might suffice as to where. As he pulls out the next pendants, and instead of like normal like jewelry or anything like that, it's a almost petrified, like a very small hand carved petrified wand that spirals to a point.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. May it bring you some sort of nostalgia, and may it find some memory for you.
I hope so.
Hey, Merrick, roll me a wisdom saving throw as you put that pendant on. You begin to feel this sensation roll over you, and it is crippling as fast as you start to sort of regain a fuck ton of memories. Who you are, where you're from, things of your land, people that you knew, a love that you lost, things of the sort.
Whoa. That was intense.
Are you all right, Marek?
Ooh, you ever felt sad or really happy or excited?
All at
Really,
once?
all at once. I might need to sit down for a minute.
There's plenty of seats.
Whew.
And Theo moves on to Jack. Well, I wish to welcome you to the Hand. I am, as you have heard from Temper, I am the Hand's personal blacksmith, as well as enchanter. I do dabble in magic, but I feel as I've been told with these pendants, they represent a part of home, in a sense. Yours was interesting. At the same time, it needed no introduction. As he pulls out as he grabs the pendant, and it is a bronze acorn.
Huh. Oh,
May this bring memories of home, both good and the latter, but may it ever remind you of where you've come from.
she'll just take it in her hand and kind of roll it between her fingers. Yeah, thanks.
And then he will move on to Eris. Hello, Eris. It's a pleasure to meet you. Formally, that is.
Indeed, it is.
Well, yours. Yours was interesting. Because also a friend of mine had a hand in making it. As he pulls out the next pendant. All right. And he pulls out the pendant as you see a replica of a golden trident, and places it around your neck. May the seas forever be warm, and may the tide always be for you.
I appreciate your sentiments.
You're very welcome. And then he walks over to Temper. And last but certainly not least, hello, son.
Hello.
Yours was a easy one, but it also had the better sentiments, as it should. As he pulls out the next one, or the next pendant, as Temper sees a an obsidian gauntlet. Looking as Temper looks at it, it looks like it's a replica of his own gauntlet. And this is for you.
I see. Thank you. On a scale of 1 through 20, how would you rate your pride in me, Father?
Above and beyond, Temper. Above and beyond. And then Theo will move over to the sleeping Ollie and gently place a pendant a pendant around Ollie's neck that is in the shape of a in the shape of a in the shape of an elephant. And sets it down. Ollie, sleeping now of all times. But that concludes the gifts that I have for you. If you need me, I will be in the forge, doing what I do best. Lysanthier had said that you all have a task to do before the ceremony.
Yeah, we have to get blood from a heartless.
Well, in this day and age, time is of the essence. So, I shall say, off with you, and good luck.
Thanks.
No problem. As well, too, I will say for a little bit of help, check in the woods outside the castle.
Woods Castle. Got it.
As Theo nods and begins to walk away, you all feel kind of a sense of magic wash over you as the pendants start to emit a small, low hum.
Whoa. Just grab onto my lightning bolt.
Huh. Interesting fellow, your dad.
Yes.
Dude, Zeus gave me a pendant, like a necklace, like Zeus. You guys know who Zeus is?
No.
He's like a god. The god. Like head bitch god.
I don't think we have those where I'm from, but I'll take your word for it.
And we're walking and we're walking. Hey, Penelope. Hello. Nathaniel. Genevieve. Good to see you. We are going to kill Heartless
He
now.
knows everyone.
Have fun, Temper. You do that. Yeah, good job, buddy. Go do that. Congratulations. Have fun. Blah.
Hello, Homer. Good to see you, buddy.
Don't.
So we're going to the forest, right?
And we're
Alright.
walking and
I
we're
guess that's where he said to go.
Are we stealthing, Philly?
Why don't you go ahead, go first, and I'll tell you if I can see you. And if I can't see you, well, I'll stealth. How's that sound?
Hello. Are we stealthing? I'm stealthing. Hello.
We're not stealth.
stealthing.
We're not gonna stealth. Or it's okay. It's okay. Just
Hello,
lead the way.
Charles. We are stealthing. Hey, Eleanor. Good to see you. We're stealthing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's okay.
Charlotte.
Yep.
Don't mind us. We're stealthing.
You know, the
Judith.
point is
Yeah,
stealth.
don't mind me.
On
I'm just
an
over here
adventure.
weaving webs. You know, weaving my webs away. Don't mind.
Alice. Don't mind us. We are stealthing. We're
Yeah.
on an adventure.
I think you're mad as a hatter, Temper, because I can definitely see you.
Hello.
Temper, put your hand in front of your face and shake it. Say, you can't see me, and then
You
you'll
can't
just
see
disappear.
me.
Where'd you go? It's crazy.
Yes.
Eris is
Just
keeping up
appeared.
with the group, kind of lagging behind. She's taken that medallion off and she's just kind of staring at it in her hands.
All right. So back to the forest. You've fought these things before.
Yeah, a few times.
Are they particularly hard to fight, or?
Yeah.
Oh. Good to know.
Don't worry.
As long as there's not any gophers.
Yeah, we or Eeyore. Ooh, still feel bad about that one.
All right. So gophers are bad, and whatever an Eeyore is, also avoid.
Very bad, very bad. Don't poke people that don't want to be poked.
Yeah. I almost got killed by a gopher. True story.
Yeah, true story. Now, I think our best plan we've kind of figured out, because as you can see Temper. He's not the best at stealthing in, but he is super strong. So if we like just kind of let him lead the way, kind of stay behind him, we tend to do a little bit better.
All right.
Let's go into the forest, dude. See if we can find some Heartless.
All right. I'll follow you.
And at that, Eris is going to look up and tie her medallion around her belt instead of holding it. She's not going to wear it because she's not proud of her home. She says, well, let's go.
So you're going into the dark forest in the place that you don't know, outside of a castle that you've never been to before? Is that what you're telling me?
This is what we were told to do. So yes.
Yeah, this is so exciting. I love it.
According to the tin can, they can be trusted.
It's literally Tepper's backyard. He knows everybody.
The giant tin man says that it's okay.
I think he's made of carbon fiber and composite alloys, but you can go with tin.
All right. The giant carbon fiber and composite alloy man says it's okay.
And being made of something so complicated really definitely means that he should be trusted. You're correct.
Absolutely.
I am big, but I am not fast.
We're stealthy.
Are we stealthing?
Are we really stealthing this time? Or
You want
are
to
we-
try? You want to try,
No.
Temper? You got to promise me you're not going to tell everyone we're stealthing, though. You can't tell everyone. Could you keep a secret?
Philly. That's a 0. Guess what we're doing? Hello.
Stealthing.
And we're stealthing. And
We're
we're stealthing.
Stealthing.
Hello. Heartless.
Hello.
We get
Hello.
a sneak attack. Hello.
Since we're stealthing,
Heartless.
you want me to pull my torch out since we're doing really good at it?
Because we're doing so well.
I can't see anything. Hello.
So Miracle roll initiative.
Ding, ding, ding. We all know what that means. Alrighty. Initiatives. What do we got? Alrighty. I see Philly, Temper, Merrick. I'm missing Eris and Jack. Alrighty. So I've got Jack, Eris, Temper, Philly, Merrick. All right. So you head into the woods and you do not do it sneakily. And you're looking around for trouble and trouble's looking around for you. And through the darkness of the forest, you can hear some like gnawing and biting sounds and some clickings and things like that, just some random noises. And it kind of throws your senses off a little bit. And coming rushing out of the trees ahead of you, you see 5 little creatures. And they look kind of like the ones you've seen before, but a little bit different. These ones, they stand on 2 feet and they have 2 actual hands. They have metal bracers on their wrists and these little like pointy knight helmets. And they have on their chest these black hearts with these like red X's through them. And you see the 2 that flank the outside of their like triangle that they're forming as they come out of the trees, sort of disappear into the shadows. And Jack, that puts you up first. They're 30 feet in front of you.
These are these the things? Is this them? All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast, the closest one. 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
All right. 9 Eldritch Blast damage. And she has no bonus action, so she's just gonna take a few steps back.
Okay. And Eris.
All right. Eris is going to cast Chill Touch on whichever one's directly in front of her, I suppose.
They're in sort of like think of like how geese fly in that like V pattern.
Okay.
So
the
the
one at
one
the
that
head.
the one that Jack blasted, we will call number 1, and so that one has taken damage.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chill Touch on that one then. It's a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Okay. And that'll be 1 point necrotic damage.
You see your spell hit, and it looks like it didn't do jack shit.
Thought you said this would be easy.
Temper.
Hello. 4 out of 5 doctors do not recommend messing with my friends. Side effects may include bruising, bleeding, and death. Friends, take this blessing. Eris, Merrick, Philly, blessed. Jack, stay behind me. I'll get wide.
Will do, bud.
Is that EOT, Temper?
Yes.
Okay. So you see quickly pop out of the bushes beside you, where you weren't quite paying attention as you were focusing damage ahead of you. 2 of these creatures, one on the left, one on the right. I need to know kind of how you're standing together so I can know who's getting smacked where.
I'm getting wide. They're
Yep,
behind me.
usually Temper's in the front. Yep.
Jack would be kind of tucked a little bit behind him.
On the left or on the right?
Right.
Eris would be to the left, considering we were the 2 that just struck.
Okay. And Merrick and Philly, I presume you're behind those 2 for this time.
Yeah.
I feel like Philly would be second because she's gonna have to run up and do anything anyway because she can't do anything from far away.
Up by Temper, standing up there next to Temper.
Yeah, probably before she would be behind Eris and Jack.
Okay. Okay. So that being said, will be Jack and Eris. So does 19 hit you, Jack?
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Yes, a 19 hits.
Disadvantage.
Even at disadvantage, that's still going to hit because he's at advantage for our sneaky boy stuff. So it still would hit. Good job, though, Temper. Let me think. What is this going to be? 18 damages. 18 slashing damages.
Okay.
Eris,
That puts me down.
you don't take that much damage yet.
I
Okay.
do.
I was about to say.
I have to
That
find out if this
almost-
gets you.
That almost puts me down.
Let's see. 15. Does 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So you will take 11 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Philly.
Philly's like, what the fuck? Puts her hair up, gets it out of her face, and she's like, Temper, we were trying to be quiet. We said hello to them. And then takes out her great axe. Obviously goes into a rage. Takes out her great axe and swings at number 1, the guy that already took damage.
Philly, put your hair up.
The hair's up, Temper. The hair's up. 23 to hit.
23 hits. Which one are you aiming for? The one in the front or one of the little sneaky boys on the side?
The guy that already took damage, number 1.
Okay.
That's going to be 5 damage, and she's going to frenzy. Oh wait, no, I can't do it this thing because I bonus action rage, so I'll do it next time. But 5 damage.
Okay. Merrick.
Merrick will pull out his longbow and take a shot. For 5 damage.
It's 8. And then
8,
you sneak. You have sneak damage because you have allies in range.
Come on.
We love you, D&D Beyond. You're wonderful, but you're slow.
So 17.
Okay.
On number 1, the same one that Philly was after.
He dies.
EOT.
Are you muted?
Yeah, the whole fucking time. All right, so he died, and Jesus Jones. All right, so he died when Merrick smacked him in the face, and the two behind him watched their boss, like the little leader of their pack, drop in front of them, and they kind of rush forward, and they're gonna one-on-one each Temper and Philly. So, Philly, I'm going to go with you first. This will be a rotating Chuck Norris roundhouse kick to the nog. It's going to knock that ponytail off your head. Does 16 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Half to 7.
Perfecto. Temper, the other little guy, he lunges at you with his hands first. 23 to hit
Hello.
for 5 slashing damage. And then he kicks you in the shin. And that one misses because I know a 7 does not hit you.
That's right.
All right. And that brings it back to the top with Jack.
Jack's hurting a little bit. Jack is going to look at the one that hit her and is going to cast Crown of Madness. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. A wisdom saving throw. And what's your DC?
It is 14.
Yeah, that's a dirty 20.
Dang. All right, it's fine. Then she is going to misty step away out of just maybe not the full 30, but just enough out of its range that she's not going to immediately get smacked again.
Okay. Is that EOT for you?
That is it.
Eris? You're muted too, Eris, if you're pulling a hoolie.
I definitely was. The two that came out of the bushes that were stealthing, are they close enough to touch?
One is on the other side of Jack, and one is in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to reach out and cast Shocking Grasp. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 8 points lightning damage.
Okay. Okay. Is that EOT for you?
Yes.
Temper?
Hello. Eris, you get a heal. And Jack, you get a heal. And Philly, you get a heal. 13 points of healing to each.
Hey, Temper. When you cast that spell, your pennant that you got from your father kind of feels like it's radiating a little bit, and you have a +1 to all of your healing spells now.
14 points of healing.
Thanks, bud.
Anytime. That's why I'm here.
Okay. So Sneaky Boy number 4 and number 5. One is in front of Jack, one in front of Eris. They're going to try to do attacky boy things again because that's what they do. Why wouldn't they? And they're going to try to scratch you. All right. So the first one is going to not try to scratch you, Jack, because you Misty stepped out. So, Merrick, I think you're closest to him now. So you're the one that gets to get fucked up. So this is, it's okay. It's totally okay. I'm living for this. 15 to hit.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Temper, is he close enough to you for you to impose disadvantage? What's the range on that?
5 feet.
Yeah,
Is
he's at the
Merrick-
back.
Merrick,
the back.
are you? Okay.
Yeah, you've got Jack and Eris directly behind you, and then Merrick. Well, Jack Misty stepped out, but Merrick was behind them, and he was in longbow range. So I don't think he's quite close enough to you, unless he wants to move forward on his next turn, and then he will be. But you only take 11 damage, so it's not too bad. You don't get hurt too bad. Eris is close enough for you to impose disadvantage, however. And at disadvantage, also... Nope, this is 13. Does 13 hit you, Eris?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Meets it beats, right?
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
Yep.
You'll take 7. Philly.
You know what Philly's gonna do?
Philly's going to do what Philly does.
Philly's gonna do what Philly does. Pick up her great axe and take a swing.
Okay.
Hair goes up. Monsters go down.
The blast is a D4, right?
Yes.
Does 14 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
All right, cool. That's a 14 damage. And then she's gonna swing again if he's still standing.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna whiff that one.
A swing and a miss. Merrick, you got one directly in front of you, so that puts you out of longbow range. FYI. It's disadvantage if you want to use it.
All right. Merrick will draw his longsword and take a swing.
Two-handed or one? What's the top one? Even with your D4, that won't hit.
All right, and for a bonus action, I will draw my short sword and try again.
With your bless, that would hit. All you need is a one, so you don't have to roll it.
Okay. And that is for 7 damage.
Okay, 7 damage. The two that are on Philly and Temper now. Philly, does 13 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, Temper does, 20 does hit you.
No, it doesn't.
Oh!
21.
Bingo! So no damage, you boys, for you. Jack, top of the order. Jack, are you?
I did. We've all done it. Okay. What I was saying was, I am going to just Eldritch Blast again at the one that attacked me.
Okay.
That is another 22.
Okay, that'll hit.
6 damage. And can't really do anything else, so end of turn.
Okay. Eris? You're also muted, friendo.
Eris is going to take a step back and grab one dagger in each hand and throw them at the nearest Heartless.
Okay, the one that was attacking you, number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so first dagger is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Do you want to roll damage first or hit again?
You can just roll the hit for both of them and then give me a collective damage.
Second dagger's 11 to hit.
Add your bless. Roll your bless.
Add my...
It's a D4.
I don't have a D4 handy. Hold on just a second. There. That's a 2.
And you rolled an 11?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so even with the 2 from bless, the second one will hit. So give me the damage for the first one.
Okay. Damage is 6.
Okay. All right, Temper.
Philly, you use a shield, but you don't have one. Here, take a shield. Shield of Faith. +2 armor class, Philly. Bless is gone.
What? I can't use the shield?
It
My
will-
weapon is two-handed.
It will stay in front of you.
Okay. All right, pretty cool.
+2 AC, Philly.
Cool. Thank you.
Oakley Stokely. Is that EOT for you, Temper?
Yes.
All right. The two little sneaky boys. It's their turn again. 16 plus 6 will hit you, Merrick. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So you can have 11 damages. And then the one by you, Eris, those are both 18s on the dice, so that's going to hit you too. So you'll take another 7.
Disadvantage.
I rolled 18. That's why I said either way we're gonna. I'm trying not to make you get that. I'm not an asshole. Philly, your turn.
Okay, Philly. It's gonna take out her great axe and take a swing. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
That's gonna be 9 damage. She's gonna swing again. 14 hit.
Beats it.
And then that's gonna be another 8 damage.
And he gets dead.
Bye, bitch.
It's your turn.
Diagnosis, terminal velocity of axe. 2 head.
All right. Going for the same one. I'll use my long sword. Doesn't hit. I already know that. All right. Bonus action, short sword. Hits for 4 damage.
Okay. That's this one here. Okay. And then that leaves the two in front of Philly and Temper, and then we'll go back to the top.
All right.
Philly, what's
Jack?
your AC? 1 second, Jack. Philly, what's your AC?
It's now 17.
17. So that one misses, and Temper, you're at 21.
That's right.
All right. So yours will hit 11 slashing. Okay, now Jack.
All right. Sorry.
you're good.
All right. So Jack is going to run up to just to make sure that the two are within 10 feet of her, and is going to activate Fey Presence. This kind of beguiling and also fearsome aura starts to come off of her, and they need to make wisdom saving throws against my DC, which is 14.
Is this a condition of charm?
It
Is it it's something that is like a aura of fear or something like that?
It is. It's a 10-foot cube originating from you. They're either charmed or frightened, your choice, and I want to make them frightened if I can.
You try. And they're not scared of you.
Fair enough. I don't know anything about them, so I figured
Fair.
I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, you could try. You could.
Well, that didn't work. Instead, going to cast Shadow Blade on one of this magic sword, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, I can cast Shadow Blade, and she's just gonna try and hit if that didn't work. On one of her daggers, which I think you just roll. She dropped the weapon. Oh, I can just cast it on the dagger, but then I'll save the attack for the next.
Okay.
And then that'll be EOT.
Okay, Eris.
As these creatures are falling, are their bodies staying there, or are they like dissolving away?
Much unlike the ones that your party mates had encountered before, which kind of went fa la 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 and poofed out of the air, these bodies are actual bodies and not just balls of darkness with glowing eyeballs in the center, so they do lay on the battlefield. Sort of shriveled a little bit, but still there.
Okay, great. I am going to cast... Well, how close are they to me?
You have one in front of you. I think you moved back enough to throw your dagger, so you've got that one close to you, and then you're behind Temper, so there's one by him.
Okay, I'm going to cast Chill Touch again, then the one close to Temper.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
And 2 damage.
Okay. Temper.
Friends, on a scale of 1 through 20, how would you rate your pain? Eris.
Probably about a 14.
Take this healing. Merrick.
Like about 15.
Take this healing. Philly.
Like a 1.
Take this healing. Jack.
I'm about a 19.
12 points of healing for each of you.
Don't forget your +1.
12 points of healing.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Tippa.
All right. So the one in front of Philly got dead. Temper did some Healy boys, and then there is one still standing in front of you. Temper. Let's see. You got a pretty high AC right now, so he's not really getting through that strong carbon fiber and composite alloy shell of yours. And so, Philly, your turn.
Okay. Well, Philly's going to grab her great axe, take a swing.
At the one by Temper?
1 by Temper. And it whiffs, so she's going to swing again.
What kind of whiff? Like a nat 1 kind?
No, like a 2. Next one hits though. Next one, she recovers her stumble, and swings again and hits.
What's your blamage?
Blamage is 13.
Are you reckless or not?
Am I reckless? No, I just frenzied.
Okay. Okie dokie, Merrick.
All right, I'll use my.
You won't
Short
use
sword.
anything. There you go. That'll hit.
And that's for 5 damage.
Just a short sword.
I'll do bonus action on the longsword. Does not hit.
So what was the damage? 5 damage from that one. All right. Jack, your turn.
I'm going to attack with the Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Okay. I think. Yes. Just roll my dagger, and then so it's a 19 to hit,
Okay, that'll hit.
and then does not a lot. 5 psychic damage.
Okay. And he dies.
Oh, well, that's good. So
Eris? Are you done, Jack? Was that EOT for you?
I am done.
Okay. Eris?
Muted.
Who's left?
The one that was by you, and then the one in front of Temper.
Okay. I am.
The one
I'm
that was
going-
by you is looking a little more worse for wear, but they have both taken damage, if that's dependent on the spells that you use.
Okay. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on the one that looks less like he's going to die. So the one that looks relatively more healthy.
Okay.
And that is an 18 to hit.
Okay.
And 4 damage.
What kind of damage is that?
That is Witch Bolt is lightning.
Does that have anything special that it does with it, or it's just a bolt of lightning? I thought that spell had more to it.
It can hang on for a while. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. You can deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically.
Oh, that's what it is. It hangs on to
Yeah.
it. Okay. Okay. Temper.
Yes. You are not my friend. Boop. Fa la 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 la. 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Take this mace to the face. 6 points. And I take a second wind for 6 points healing.
Okay. And this little guy actually is able to hit you this time, Temper, with a 24 for 11 damage. And Philly.
Philly's gonna first swing at the one that looks worse for wear.
They're about equally matched now. But one of them
And-
is holding a ball of lightning in its chest.
Like in a good way or like a bad way?
Like your newfound magical friend is fixing to rock his whole world.
Okay, then the one that does not have the lightning.
Okay.
21 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
8 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll swing on him again, which 19 to hit, and 17 damage.
And he died.
Bye, bitch.
Merrick, you got one left. It's in front of Temper, and he's pretty close to G-stringed right now.
I'll go at him with my longsword. $17.
Mm-hmm.
7 damage.
He dies. And they're all dead. So you have 5 kind of shriveled up little armored, heartless carcasses on the forest floor around you. And you hear in the woods around you some rustling and bustling, typical night sounds. And off in the distance, you hear hoo, hoo, hoo. But that's the end of combat.
I collect their blood.
You can
23 medicine.
squeeze it into my water skin if you want.
Perfect, Philly. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're-
no worries.
You're a healthcare companion, don't you have like vials?
Just put it in the water skin. We don't know how much we need. Just like wring it out. Get as much as you can.
That one might drink it though.
So maybe someone else should hold it.
What I just heard Philly say was blood for the blood gods.
I just say it could be useful. We could have a lot of it, and there's no.
I
no
don't know. Might be interesting to see what happens.
I'll mark this one. Do not drink to remind me not to drink it.
How are you going to mark it?
With the blood.
With the blood. All right.
I'll just write no.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you were about to drink mercury. I mean, how bad could the blood be?
Yeah, I could get superpowers.
To be honest, I'm kind of.
You were going to
curious
drink
what would
mercury?
Now I kind of all this talking about is making me want to drink the blood. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
No, just hand it here.
happen. Come on, it might be fun.
The whole water skin. The
Yes.
whole bag.
Sip.
For
Just
safekeeping.
A little taste.
Just a taste, Merrick.
Just a little sip.
Just
No. You just hand that here.
Billy smells it.
Drink
It smells foul. Like when you smell it, Philly, it almost singes your very long nostril hairs because you didn't believe in trimming them because you like squalor and stuff. So they kind of got naturally trimmed from the smell of the blood, and it just smells like the most evil thing you've ever smelled in your life. Worse than Eeyore looked, actually.
Philly gags a little bit and hands the water skin.
Definitely drink it then.
You don't, you guys. You don't want to drink that. I swear to God, you don't want to drink that.
I thought it might be fun. Oh well. So you've fought those a lot of times.
A few. Yeah, a few. That one a little bit better than a few of the previous.
That definitely was not pleasant.
It was pretty
hurt.
solid. I feel good. I feel powerful. I feel stinky.
Gotta hand it to you, big guy. Kept us on our feet there. Thank you.
I am your party healthcare companion. I can heal broken bones and broken skin.
But not broken
But
hearts.
not broken hearts.
Not yet.
Not yet, guys.
I feel like you kind of have to finish it at this point.
Did you guys hear that? Like, hoo-hoo, like that? Hoo.
It's too dark out here. Let's get back to the castle.
Okay.
Figured it was a bird.
It sounded like owl.
Hoo! Hoot hoo!
Owls do make that noise, I suppose.
Do you think owl followed us here?
Is this like a person you know named Owl? Or
There's
like an actual owl?
he was a bad guy, and he had dolls of all of us.
Ooh,
Yeah. Let's just let that sink in.
that sounds creepy,
Yeah.
but also I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, Jack. Let's go back to the castle though. Unless you guys want to try and find this owl thing, but I feel like we should probably prepare for tomorrow.
You hear the trees very close to you rustling above, and the hooting noise is much louder and much deeper than it was before.
Out.
Are we stealthing?
I feel like we
Maybe
should just be like booking
to
it.
move a little faster than that.
We got our blood. We can just get out of here.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
All right, so you head out of the woods the same way you came, and you head back to the castle and all of that and such. And Temper's been here before a bajillion times. It's his home, of course. He knows where to take you folks to sleep. So he does that, and you can go and rest. And Philly, when you get in your room, there's like a cask of ale, so that way you could just like drink yourself into a stupor and go to sleep right there. And then, so you get a nice, good, hearty, long rest. You're waking up in the morning and feeling bolstered, and it's showtime. And when you wake up, the entire interior of the castle is decorated, but like the lights are dimmed down, like it's candlelit, and their ceremony stuff is set up in the sort of throne room that you were in before.
All right. We have the blood. Just gonna hand it off to someone, I guess.
You see Lysanther and Theo both up at the front where, I don't know what the hell it is that you call it, that you put thrones on, but it's elevated up off the ground, like not like the rest.
Dais?
Yeah, that word. If I was royal and fancy, I would know that. But Lysanther definitely knows that it's a dais because she is royal and fancy. And so her and Theo are up near the dais, and they're standing in front of this large onyx brazier, and it's burning a low kind of fire, but you can smell frankincense and myrrh and a little bit of clove and cinnamon coming from that brazier where they're standing.
Hey, we got the blood.
Hope it's enough.
Oh, how lovely. You were successful and you didn't die. See, I told you you could do this. And she holds her hand out.
There was a distinct effort made.
Phyllis puts her hand in her hand.
She realizes that it's Philly holding the blood when it's like reached out, and tries to pull her hand back and doesn't quite make it in time, but she grabs the blood and she just looks at you for a moment, and she walks over to this little like black cauldron. She picks it up and sets it in the brazier, and she starts adding ingredients to it, and the last thing that she pours in it is the blood before she dips like a ladle into this cauldron and starts pouring it into these also onyx little mugs that look like little espresso glasses. They're pretty fancy and sweet. And she hands one to each of you and says, if you're ready, we'll start.
Billy, you said we shouldn't drink this, right?
You know, I'm gonna drink whatever this woman hands me. I'm just gonna be honest.
I'll see. You take the first drink, and then we'll see what happens.
So everybody that's around, you see all kinds of members of the hands, ones that you've never met before, the guards and things that Temper had been speaking to. Everybody's kind of gathered around in the throne room there. And you guys are standing like in a half circle around the brazier in front of the dais. And everybody sits down, and Lysanther, she starts to talk. And you're not the only one standing there for the initiation ritual. There's a handful of other recruits around you, all different races. You've got a couple of humans, some elves. You see another tiefling. You see a Leonin. And they're standing there, and they're dressed in their, traditional garb of ceremonies, whatever ceremonial garb is. That's what they're wearing. Everybody else, except for you guys, are dressed pretty decently and fancily. And she says, "Now, we must warn you that not everybody comes out of this alive, but we must become what we seek to destroy. So join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. As should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you." And she kind of nods and signals to everybody to take a drink, to drink their little drink.
She drinks it like a shot.
Okay.
Jack is definitely going to watch Philly first.
The other recruits, they drink theirs as well. Philly, go ahead and give me a con save.
Oh, wrong one. 22.
Okay, so when you drink this, Philly, you feel this sort of like flash of terror run through you, and then suddenly you're seeing visions, and they're in your head, and you're seeing visions, and you're seeing great battles and the fight of dragons, and you see Lysanther, and you see Theo, and you see a turtle druid, and you see a human woman who looks like an artificer, and you see an Asimar cleric, and they're battling ferociously. There are 5 dragons around them, and it flashes again, and you see them battling this big 5-headed beast. And then it flashes again, and you see darkness washing over the land. And then it flashes again. You're just seeing all of these different battles and things of previous members of the hand. And the rest of you see Philly sort of fall to the ground, convulsing a little bit. And after a few moments, she sort of snaps back to. Her eyes look a dark red. And she has these sort of like deep, spidery veins coming around her eye sockets as she first stands. And then after a few moments, they sort of start to recede as she sort of comes back to reality.
It's fine. It's like ayahuasca or something. It's fine. I feel good.
Side effects may include visions, hallucinations, communing with the snake god. Did you see Quetzalcoatl, Philly?
Saw lots of shit, man. It's nothing like the first time I tried it, but Lysanther's a pretty good shaman, so I think you guys are good.
Diagnosis, ego death.
It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Definitely try it. 10 out of 10. Gotta try it once.
Jack will kind of sniff it.
You're going to sniff it, Jack?
Yeah.
It doesn't smell as vile as Philly had told you the blood did. It actually smells sweet to you, very nectary, and like, something that you would like.
All right. She'll take a drink of it. Not like a shot like Philly did, but cautiously.
You're going to drink it slowly, but drink it all?
Yeah.
Okay. And the same thing starts to happen to you. You feel you see the same flashbacks, the battles with the dragons and the darkness and, the heartless and different demons. And you see different members of the hand engaged in these dark battles. And they seem to have lasted for much longer than you could fathom that Theo or Lysanthia could even possibly be alive, as well aged as they look in their prime right now. And you just feel like this rushing sense of history and terror flow through you as your friends see you convulsing there on the floor for a moment before you make me a con save and I tell you what happens. If you made your con save, you're muted.
I did.
What'd you get?
It was a 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, unlike Philly, Jack does not immediately come back, and Jack's convulsions are much worse. And instead of just those dark veins around the eyes, you can see them pulsing all through Jack. They're much deeper and almost black as they sort of rise to the surface. And Jack convulses for quite a bit longer than Philly did, and then kind of falls unconscious, but doesn't die. Who's next?
I will say, as Jack falls unconscious, Theo will pick Jack up and walk them over to one of the chairs.
Just drink it, guys. I swear to God, it's good. It's just like a longer high. She'll probably start throwing up soon, and it'll be fine.
Merrick will go ahead and just drink it.
All right, Merrick. Well, the same thing happens to you. Give me your con save. I'll tell you if you do or not. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad. So those of you who still haven't drank, you see Merrick do the same thing. He goes into the convulsions and he's personally experiencing the flashbacks and things. And he convulses just about like Philly did, a little bit longer, a little bit more severe, but he's all right. And he gets up just, a minute or two later, and the deep blackened veins around his eyes and the redness subside a little slower than Philly's did. But he also stands up alive.
Philly reaches for a high five.
High five.
And Eris is going to take her cup in both hands and slowly sip at it as if it's a hot tea. And drink it.
Okay. Roll me your con save.
That's a 4.
Okay. So Eris, she drinks it a little slower than the rest of you, but she reacts very similar in the way that Jack did. Heavier, deeper convulsions, much more violent, thicker, darker veins. And after a few moments, she falls unconscious, but is also all right. Same flashback, Sarah's.
Down the hatch.
Theo will do the same and take them to a chair.
All right, Temper, this is a little unusual for you since you usually don't eat or drink, but you understand how rituals and things work. You've been around the hand for quite some time, so you've seen this a time or two when you were a young robot. And you drink the stuff. Roll me your con, and we'll tell you what it's like when you drink it.
$13.
Okay. So you see Temper drink this dark concoction, and none of you have ever seen Temper eat or drink anything before. And you see Temper sort of start to have almost looks like malfunction where his arms and things start kind of like creaking back and forth, and he kind of starts to rotate at the waist a little bit, and he looks kind of like he's spazzing out some, and he's experiencing the same data download that you did, just in a little bit different manner. 1001001001001s, and those ones and zeros are binary coding out to the same kind of flashbacks that you guys were having, the battles of the dragons and the darkness and all of the things. And you see Temper momentarily powered down, and then he comes right back up just a few seconds later, and his eyes aren't the sweet light, glowing light that they were. They're dark black lights for a few moments, and then they go back to normal. And then when you look around, you see you have your two unconscious friends, but the other recruits didn't fare as well as you did, and are not coming back to their feet or remaining unconscious on the floor, as some clerics of the hand quickly put them on cots and take them off, as if it's a quite regular occurrence. And after you've all gone through this, Lysanthier nods at you and she says, "This will be a dark and tedious task for all of you, as you have experienced your battles before, and you've seen the darkness and what it does to the lands. But we together will bring light back to this world and make things balance again." And she does some other ceremonial shit and brings the ceremony to a close and excuses herself and leaves you guys there with Theo.
That's good stuff.
Glad to see you all made it through. Well, seeing as though you all made it through, as he kind of goes down the line of everybody who has fared well, you see him also glance over at those who have passed out. I wish to formally and officially welcome you all to the Hand.
Hello.
And one more thing. I felt it go off while you all were in the forest. As you can probably tell, the pendants that you are wearing will aid you as you see fit. Temper, your healing abilities have been improved. Phyllis, when you enter your rage, you gain the strength of 10 men.
Okay.
Merrick, with you, my friends, are sharper and faster than you once were. Jack, you can say you've become a little bit more charismatic. Ollie looks down to, I would assume, the still sleeping Ollie.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still passed out. They tube fed him some of the ritual stuff, and it hit him a little hard.
Gotcha. Well, and then Theo will kind of kneel down and put a paper in Ollie's pocket. I walks over. Eris, you will. Let's just say the sea calls you home. Temper, as you know from the first hand, you gain a +1 to your healing spells. This is for any sort of healing that you do spell-wise. You add a +1 to it because of the pendant. Phyllis, while you are raging, you gain a +1 to your strength stat. Merrick, you gain a +1 to your dex. Eris, you are able to the pendant itself, you gain the ability to store one wizard spell of first level within the pendants. Jack, you gain a +1 to your charisma. And Ollie, if you guys want to take notes, Ollie is allowed to store one cleric spell of first level within their pendant.
I've got it written down for him.
Thank you. All right. And with that, that concludes our ceremony.
Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
You are very welcome. And Theo will then kind of walk down the main walkway, looking at everyone, making sure everybody is in decent shape, and then walks off through the doors.
Lysanther pops up not too long after Theo leaves you, and she's, tells you congratulations and things. And she tells you to pull your rune stones out of your pockets. And you'll notice that one side has the original rune and the other side now has a different one. And the different one, she explains, will transport you back to the safe house, back to Traverse Town, to your place. And you can use that occasionally, but only when the stone depicts that you really need to get out of where you're at. And she tells you again, congratulations, and tells you can sleep here for the night, but you best be on your ways in the morning so you can get out there and kill dark things and stuff. And says enjoy the party, and sends you off to the feast where you can party your life away and get incredibly drunk in a barrel if you want with goldfish. So
Yes, please.
that being said, we are going to roll into the after show. But first, viewers, before we roll into the after show, we're going to start a raid out to Phoenix Lucky on our Rolling Together stream team. We're going to run that raid, and then the rest of us are going to get ready and move over to After Show. It will catch everybody in just a few moments.